Yeah. No problem. Anybody else online? All right. I'm priest and Officer Baraki Island, Officer 500, representing the I.S.U.P.K. We started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York in 1969. We come to bring the truth of the Bible, the real truth of the Bible, that the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans of this world are really the make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We only got a short time to come back until our customs, come back into our truth, so we can get our head sealed and get up out of this land, get up out of this oppression. Tonight is Wednesday night law class. The name of the topic tonight is called "Knowing and Operating in the Truth Are Two Different Things." Once again, knowing and operating in the truth are two different things. I wanted to go over that for the brothers, and for anybody definitely watching this class interested in the truth, because the truth is definitely when you find out you're an Israelite, man, when you find out you're an Israelite, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's definitely a beautiful thing. Young man Charles, you there? Can you read for me? All right, I'll just make sure you're in that position. All right. Pick me up at Hebrews 5 and 12. Just hold that for me. But what I was saying is that when you come into this truth, when you do finally find out that that you're an Israelite, because most of us were born, in the modern times over here in America, around the world, it's very rare that you're born into the truth. Now our kids are born into the truth, because we're gonna push that on them. But a lot of them, we 1G, like iPhone 1G, we iPhone 1G. We're trying to make our kids 2G and our grandkids 3G, and going on like that. Right. But a lot of times, you gotta really have a real be sincere about the knowledge of the Most High, of who He really is and His truth. So when you do find out that you're an Israelite, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. I know when I first found out about Israelite, I was looking at so-called Black people for 1 week straight, like everybody in the store, in the hoods, in the trenches. I'm just looking at everybody like, oh man, like this is our people. Like we them people. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, it took me a week for all that stuff to wear out. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing for you to even get to that point of the knowledge. It takes a lot. You know what I mean? Because most people will probably say they don't care about it. They don't give nothing about it. That is whatever. Because we've been so beaten down. We've been so it been Christianity, Islam, all the other religions been beaten to us. The brothers think that when they leave the Christian church, and they go right into another oppression, which is Islam. They go right into another oppression. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of steps to get into the knowledge. You know what I mean? But we're just here to lay the ground rules down and let brothers know, yeah, the knowledge is a beautiful thing, but that's not the only thing. It's also the law. This Wednesday night law class. So you already know somebody must teach you and show you first. You know what I mean? But a lot of us get a misconception that once we know it, because we're so different than our family, we're so different than our friends and our associates, that we know this knowledge, that a lot of times we'll get into the groove of that. We feel like the knowledge is the only thing, and that's all we need to know. As long as we know we're Israelite, you know what I'm saying? We got brothers with the fringes on the bottom of their shirt. I'm a Hebrew Israelite by blood. Still walking up in still walking up in the trap houses. Right. But with fringes on though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, the knowledge is cool. But what we all need to realize is that the Bible is for us. The Bible is only to the Israelites. Right. And within that Bible, It has tales of all the Israelites all through time, and those a lot of those Israelites in the Bible, they all knew, except like maybe when you get up to the Hellenistic period, they all knew who they were and knew what tribe they came from. They knew the Most High, they knew His power, and them folks still served other gods. Them folks still went after other gods. Them folks still they refused to walk into the law of the Lord. So, with that being said, is that knowing is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because the pioneers in the Bible or the Israelites in the past, they knew and still didn't follow the Lord's law. So, how much of a hurdle do we have these days when we come up in Babylon? We for sure don't know. And then we find out, we think a lot of us want to get into the energy that's everything. You know, I know you probably want to say that out your mouth, but you know, brother and sister, that is not everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's way more to it than that. That is only the beginning. That is only getting your foot in the door. You know what I mean? You're not even in the door. That's just getting that. Just stop. Oh, one more person coming in. That's all that is. You just stopping the door from closing. You got the scripture for me. This one, you know what I mean? Because we gotta get the knowledge. You gotta get the knowledge first. Because we know, like the I.S.U.P.K, we always say, you gotta know where you sick at first. At least you know where you sick at. At least you know what what you can't do. So you know how to stop from getting sick. You got the knowledge on how to stop getting sick. Now you gotta execute that. Go ahead and read that scripture for me, brother.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5 and verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
Of what? So one teach you what?
That one teach you again.
What? Right. So one got to teach you again. So what? So don't let that go over your head, man. What does that again mean? That means you were already taught as a little one. You was already, so that's implying that you was already taught as a little one. Somebody already taught you about the Lord and about religion already, but somebody got to come and teach you again. That means for the most part, which that goes for us. For the most part, you were taught a false doctrine. You know what I mean? You don't know who the Most High is. So yeah, you got taught. We got a lot of us. We from Georgia. A lot of us from Georgia, or just being in America, a lot of us got taught that Christianity. You know what I mean? A good amount of us got taught that Christianity, Christian church. We got taught. We swore we knew the Bible. We swore we knew who God was. We ain't know nothing about the Most High. That lingo. You know what I mean? And then we found out about the truth, and somebody had to do what? What, brother?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
Right. Something when one teach you again. You know what I mean? That word again is on there for a reason. You know what I mean? So that's what when you come into the fold, when you join the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean? You come into the classes, you prospecting or whatnot, you're getting taught again. You know what I mean? Right. You're getting taught from Genesis 1:1, from Adam and Eve. I'm telling you, you gotta start right there. You gotta start right there. Want somebody to teach you again. You know what I mean? And and those things are and you got really a curve on society because you got practical knowledge that the whole world don't have. You know what I mean? They can't even get the Adam and Eve story right. They think Adam and Eve was the first and only people on the earth. You know what I mean? But when you come to the I.S.U.P.K, you just find out that the Most High was just only dealing with Adam's line, Adamites, which came Noah, which came Abraham. You know what I mean? They weren't the first people on the earth. You know what I mean? How did Cain go get a wife? You know what I'm saying? Because it was other people on the earth. So just giving that example just from the first scripture, the first verse in the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got to get a breakdown on that. You got to get everything on that. Keep on going with that scripture.
Ye have need that one teach you
Right, it'd be the first. Go ahead, Bob Salaki, go ahead.
And are become such as have need of milk and not strong meat.
Right. We just been getting we ain't even been getting no milk. Let's keep it real. In Christianity, you ain't even getting milk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real, your butt's still on a biblical cord. You still in your mama's stomach, man. You know what I mean? Because you ain't even born again. Real. At least when you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean, you get born again for real, the real biblical born again. And once you get born again, then you get that milk in you. And then you can get weaned from the milk and get into the meat of the matters. You know what I mean? That's what we get. That's when you get taught again, man. Go ahead.
It's so heavy because I was on Clubhouse and I was in a room with some Christians, so-called pastor. He reading out the Bible and everything. So I was like, hey man, I want to ask some questions. He said, man, you want to ask some questions? Go ask God your questions. Don't come here with all that confusion. I'm like, nigga, you reading out of God's book.
Right.
Why you can't answer the questions about God if you reading out his book?
Right. But you know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit of Christianity. You know what I mean? They just want to teach, and that's the real reason. That's the real definition of narcissism. You know what I mean? They just want to teach, and don't nobody question. Don't question me about my doctrine. Don't question me about what the Bible really say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, that's how some people get kicked out of churches. That's how people leave churches. You know what I mean? They be monkey branching from church to church. You know what I mean? From church to church, and still coming to the knowledge of nothing. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Because they it's not about answering your questions. They get irritated with that while that question asking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Real, but you know what I mean? But if the Most High really dealing with you, you'll make your way into Him. You'll make your way into the truth, man. You definitely make your way into the truth. And you'll be born again, and that way we can feed you milk. Just like a baby born in a mother's breast milk for months and months, nothing but milk, no water, no nothing. And then we, it start getting a little cereal in that milk, and then going on to the little table food, then to some meat. You know what I mean? So it's all a process. But within that process, you learn some really you learn some really practical information about the Bible that you might have been on earth for all these years, you this amount of age, and you had no idea all that was in the Bible, man. Everybody got the Bible. Your grandma got 50 Bibles. You know what I mean? They keep a Bible on their dashboard. That's y'all be seeing the Bible on the dashboard. The sun be hitting it, the thing be turning colors and everything.
Right.
And, they Bible, like some people Bible all marked up with the highlighters. You know what I'm saying? It look real used, the cover coming off of it, because them folks been really using that Bible, but they ain't doing nothing. They treading. They going fast nowhere. You know what I mean? They ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So when you come in here, you know what I mean? Hey, the Most High dealing with you, man. He dealing with you, so you obviously been chosen.
That's right.
You obviously been chosen, to come into the flock. But that's the title of the class. You know what I mean? Knowledge is one thing. Knowing what to do. When you go to the doctor and you got an ailment, he tells you, okay, you need to start this. You need to start drinking more water. You need to start exercising. You got to cut this out your diet. You got to cut that out your diet. You can't drink as much. You can't smoke no more. You know what I mean? So yeah, the doctor, you got the knowledge on it, but you actually doing it is a whole other thing. How many people know that people that got they be smoking a whole lot, and the doctor tell them, hey, if you stop smoking right now, you can live. You know what I'm saying? But and okay, I got the knowledge. The doctor said if I stop smoking, drinking water or whatever, I can live. Or I stop drinking right now, my liver messed up. I can live. But actually going through that day to day, the alcoholic, that smoker, that fiend or whatever, them actually doing it, that's a whole. How many y'all already know that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We already know people that got one lung attached, smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and doctor say, hey, if you stop smoking right now, you can live a real life. You know what I mean? And but them actually doing it, Sometimes they can't do it. Yeah, they want to live, but you know, it's too hard. So they go ahead and do it, and they like, hey, I'm gonna just die like this. Some people already accept their fate. People that got that cirrhosis of the liver problems, all type of problems with drugs and whatnot. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, well, if I stop it right now, I can save myself. I can rebuild my organs, whatever. But stop, but not taking that drink every day or slowing down on drinking, or even the doctor say, hey, if you can drink beer, but you can't drink no liquor. You can't drink any liquor at all. That's a whole other thing than just knowing that, and that's what the position that you need to be putting yourself in. The same position. Yeah, the doctor told you this. Yeah, the Most High told you this. That's wonderful. Yeah, now you got a way out for sure. You got a way out, but actually executing it and doing it, some people don't make it on that. That's just because you know don't mean you gonna make it through. You know what I mean? Because it's been many people that came into the truth and that where they at now. I mean, hell, Boys to Men came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan came into the truth before. And we have other celebrities that I'm just using. Who is this? Yeah, I'm saying stop. So Lord Christ, all right, I'm push it down. Sean. Go ahead.
That's why, man, what you talking about right now so heavy. You know, that's why we be talking, you know, those people that, you know, don't want to make that change, you know, whether they're on drugs, or they smoke a cigarette on drugs, anything like that, or they live in some type of, whatever type of sin they may be living in life. They scared to die that spiritual death. They scared to get rid of that sinful person, but they ain't scared to die that physical death. So we know, sin, the way to sin is death.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Definitely. The ways of sin is death. And what is sin defined by? Sin is the law. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even have sin as one for the law. The Christianity always talking about sin is done away with or whatever. It's defined by the law, man. You know what I mean? That's the most asinine statement that Christianity ever made, that the law is done away with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people are not strong enough. Some people know exactly what they need to do. They need, even some people that's so high blood pressure, got all this stuff going on. Even let's take it down to the food. You know what I mean? People got gout or whatever. They got high blood pressure. Hey man, hey, stop. Lay back on the pork. Lay back on eating this type of stuff late at night. Whatever. These folks can't do it. They can't do it. The doctor told them, hey, you want to live? Don't eat meat after 11 o'clock at night, at 10 o'clock at night. Take your medicine or whatnot.
Right.
I'm telling you, people know, they know what they got to do, but doing it is a whole other thing, and that's the same way it is in the truth. Yeah, you got the knowledge, because you got to have the knowledge to know how to fix yourself, but actually executing that's a whole other thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you'll be caught. Hey, congratulations. Give a big clap to you because you've been called into the truth. You found out about I.S.U.P.K, you came into the truth. Congratulations. The Most High is obviously dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? But just like those people, when the doctor told them, you know what I mean, how they get a chance or whatnot, the Most High done told you how to get a chance. Let's see what you're going to do to execute it to live. So with that being said, pick me up at Matthew 20:16. Matthew 20:16. Right, because because people want to get caught up on being chosen all the time. Being chosen, okay, out of all my people in my family, all the people in my city, all the people in my school, all my homeboys or whatever, the Most High chose me to come into the truth. That's a wonderful thing. That's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, you was chosen. You was called. Let me Salakia. You was called to be in the truth. Yeah, you definitely called, but were you chosen? Were you chosen? Time gonna tell. Time gonna tell, man. For real, because you know what I mean, because we already know that test gonna come. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, and verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen.
But few are what?
But few chosen.
Right. So you're gonna have brothers coming in and out of school. We got celebrity brothers coming into school. You know what I mean? We have actually celebrities acknowledging the truth. You know what I mean? Or just not even celebrities, just you know what I mean, brothers without big status like that that's coming into the school. They got their zeal. We all know that zeal be up, that zeal be real heavy when you first come in and whatnot. You know what I mean? But when if you get tried, you're gonna get tried in that fire, because you know what I mean, you dealing with the real oracles of the Most High. You're dealing with the real oracles of the Most High, so he gonna try you. He can't. The Most High ain't with all that lip service. He ain't with all that. You know what I mean? He's just like us. You know what I mean? Imagine you got a woman. Oh, I love you, baby. I love you every day. Every day, I love you. I love you. I love you. But you know what I mean? You're not really concerned with the words. You're concerned with the actions. You're concerned with the actions, for real. Your woman don't even got to tell you I love you every day. But if she shows you that she loves you every day, she ain't got to tell you I love you. You ain't gonna bring up, baby, I ain't heard you say I love you. You love me. And in 1 month, I ain't heard you say you love me lately. You ain't gonna be worried about that, because you know what? She's showing you that she love you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big difference, man. All that capping, you know what I mean? Oh, I love you, baby. And, hey, man, I don't even want to hear all that. You don't love me, little chick. You know what I'm saying? You don't even love me for real, because when you do it like this, you don't be studying. You know what I mean? So we we go by the actions. So the most high, our Father, Yahanna, he's the same way. He's not into lip service. A lot of people being called. Yeah, you've been called, brother. You've been called, sister, but are you chosen? You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to be chosen. Pick me up at John 15:16. John 15 through 16. Right, man, because our Father, where you think we get this stuff from? You know what I mean? Where you think we get our attributes from? We get it from the Most High. The same way we hold others accountable, he gonna hold us accountable also. You know what I'm saying? So I know coming up in slavery, we the children of the slaves, translated slave trade. It's been beaten, burnt into us, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. It seems like you done made it when you find out about the truth. You find out that you're an Israelite, and then you tell your family about it. They ain't with it, and you still kind of with it. You're not kind of, but you still with it, whatnot. That seems like it's gonna seem like a movie. It's gonna seem like a movie. Like, oh yeah, my spot in heaven is signified. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm part of the 144,000. But that is yet to be said, man. You know what I mean? Saved, you ain't saved until the end, man, until the casket drop.
Right.
And if you keep it one west till the casket drop, then we'll know you saved to the end. And then we also gonna know by your works, not by your mouth, right, but by your works. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean the mouth does work in that, as far as going into the streets and pushing the agenda of the Most High on your people and bringing them back into the fold. That is works now, but that takes some time, because we already know. You know what I mean? You're doing this thing over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Stuck. You're a human being. Stuck gonna kick in. You know what I mean? Them Saturdays gonna be looking real sunny. People gonna be doing all type of events on them Saturdays. All type of little events going on. All type of parties. Whatever you got, whatever you into, it's gonna be everything to get you away from the truth. But when you choose to wake up and bring the Most High, bring the flock in and put in the work for the Most High, them works gonna be acknowledged, man. They're gonna be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, go ahead.
If I could, I'd priest up.
All right.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. I want to know if this was pretty much hold up.
Ezekiel 33:1.
No, not 33. It's like, I think it's Ezekiel. Is it Ezekiel 33 and 31?
Hold on real quick. Let me bring the scripture out. Michael, bring the scripture out.
Ezekiel 33 and verse 1.
Okay. Yeah, you supposed to be holding Shalakia, Michael. Yeah, you supposed to be holding John 15:16 through 19. All right. All right, go ahead.
Come in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Right. Oh yeah, I was just reading that Bible when I was putting together this class. Read the next verse.
Come, verse 32, sir.
Uh-huh.
And lo, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song. One amidst like of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Right, they hit that. I'm saying that's how Israel want to be. That's good. That's a good precept.
It was that
for that.
Wasn't encouraged.
Right, you know what I mean? Like we want to get caught up in the sensationalism. We want to get caught up in the we are, you know what I mean? We kings and queens on this earth. You know what I mean? I knew, we definitely God's chosen people. We definitely God's chosen people for sure. You know, you'll be surprised how many people know about the truth, man, and don't operate in it. You'll be surprised. I got family members. I'm breaking, you know, when I first came into the truth, I'm breaking down the truth, and they already know all this. Not everything, but they know the basics of everything. But you know what I mean? But as far as them putting down Christmas, putting down the holidays and all that stuff, man, they wouldn't dare. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
A lot of y'all don't want to make that too heavy because I'm pretty sure all of us experience that same thing. And like I asked my parents, you know, when I came into the truth and started listening what, start listening what brothers and stuff bringing out, you know, I came back, I asked my parents, I'm like, do y'all believe in paganism? Do you think paganism is something we're supposed to do? I mean, we all know the basics that, you know, God, they don't put no other God before him. You know, God is just God. But I'm like, you know, we don't want to worship one God. Is it better that we celebrate and worship pagan gods and pagan holidays? They were like, no. So I'm like, well, why are we doing it? You know, why y'all doing it?
Right.
You know, it's just like, it just feels good. You know, it just, you know, the song up and make why, you know, it just feels good.
Right, and that's so true, man. Because let me tell you something, man. That's how the whole world operates. Will separate the I.S.U.P.K from everybody else. You know what I mean? The majority rules on this earth, man. Especially in America, when you're Americanized, like for real, somebody can really see the truth. You can show them 1 + 1 = 2. But if millions of people are doing it, and only a few people are operating that 1 + 1 = 2. If millions of people, hundreds of millions of people are saying 1 + 1 = 3. And only a percentage, less than 10% of those people are saying 1 + 1 = 2. Now let me show you 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, I know 1 + 1 = 2, but I mean, you know, everybody doing it. 1 + 1 = 3.
Word.
You know what I mean? My grandmama did it. My grandmama, she was a good woman. She was a righteous woman. That's the best woman I ever known. So that's what's gonna mess y'all Negroes up, y'all grandma. You know what I'm saying? And y'all mama gonna mess y'all up. You know what I mean? Because y'all the one declaring that they some good women, where the Most High done chose you to come in, and the good that they have, bring that into the flock, and that bad they got, take that out. You supposed to be you supposed to be, you know what I mean, showing them the way. But people want to get caught up in you know what I mean? Hey, my grandma lived to be 95 years old, 100 years old, man. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. And she celebrated Christmas, ate pork chops and everything. You ain't gonna tell me that she ain't no good. The Lord ain't gonna accept her. You know what I'm saying? But what we saying is what the book's saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Barack Allah then said, Michael Lott then said, Gashan then said, young man Charles then said, the Most High says it. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to challenge the book. Then a Christian, because a Christian, they hate the Bible. They hate the Bible. But how do we know? How do we know the Bible is the truth? You already know through the prophecies, man.
That's right.
Through the prophecies. That's how we know. That's how we know that the Quran is not the truth. It's not the truth, because they don't got no damn prophecies.
It's like if I
Go ahead.
Listen, Islam use the Bible more than what a Christian pastor do.
Right, yeah. They definitely do. You know what I mean? And that confuses the brother like for real, just like the Nation of Islam or FOI, whatever, NOI, whatever they call themselves. It confuses brothers because, you know, Farrakhan to tell the people that the so-called blacks in America are the chosen people of God, are the Israelites. And you know, as a young man, I listened to Farrakhan, Malcolm X, all that. You know what I mean? Just get into, you know, just loving, trying to love my people and try to learn outside of what I've been taught. And what I noticed and what everybody noticed is that those people, the Nation of Islam, all them, they use the Bible way more. If they ever read some out of the Quran, it ain't gonna hit the same.
Right.
It don't hit, you know what I mean? Them stories they got, them examples they got, it don't hit the same because they're all been counterfeit. It's not gonna, you know what I mean? They'll tell you the story about David, about Elijah, about Ezekiel, and use different examples. Even Elijah Muhammad, when he messing with multiple wives, he bringing up all the examples out of the Bible. He ain't gonna bring up nothing out of the Quran, man, because the Quran is nothing but a counterfeit book. 600 years after the New Testament was, the so-called New Testament was complete, that's when Muhammad and all them came with the Quran. They came with the Quran, but they ain't got no prophecies, man. Ain't nobody quoting nothing out of that. You know what I'm saying? But them people will kill you over that stuff, man. Them folks in prison would die for the Islam. Them people in prison and the people that coming out of prison, they will protect their brother in Islam more than their own brother of their own flesh. You know what I mean? If it's a so-called Caucasian that's an Islam, they'll protect him more than their own flesh. That's how you know it's ain't nothing but an oppressor religion, man. Ain't nothing but an oppressor religion, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. It's a shame, you know what I mean? I always talk about that peace be upon him. Ain't peace be upon none of that child molesting stuff, man. Ain't nothing but flaws and everything. That's why a lot of brothers that now they realizing that the Nation of Islam and the fruit of Islam, they saying, oh, that's the false Islam. We more into Orthodox Islam. Y'all heard that statement before?
Good,
I'm done. Because brothers that go in the prison now, them brothers they ain't know that Malcolm X filth no more. They ain't know that no more. Brother, I'm in Rollo and all them. I'm into Orthodox Islam. You know what I'm saying? And brother, you know what I mean? We put on our holy garments and everything. Niggas want to make fun of that. You know what I mean? Oh, you looking like Mortal Kombat, you looking like the Karate Kid or whatever. Nigga, that's in the Bible. But when a nigga put on a dress, or let me say it again, when a nigga put on a real dress, because you know what I'm saying? If you notice our garments, they're split on both sides. It's not a dress. It's flops on the front, there's a flop on the back. You know what I'm saying? Right. Those that's a masculine war, ready for war garment. But them niggas in Islam, they get in Islam, they think they done made it so cool. Them niggas put on a full dress, man. You know what I mean? You in your grandmama dress, dog. Praying to the east. With a goddamn, you know what I mean, with a kufi on your head. Hey, you look like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High ain't with you.
It's like,
go ahead.
If I could, I hate for them have to use their leg or anything. They're going to have to pull their dress up like a woman.
When them niggas go to the bathroom, them niggas gotta do the grandma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas gotta do the grandma, you know what I'm saying? Right. All them killers in Islam, them niggas got that, excuse me.
That nigga's trying to see down.
And nigga, pull your skirt down, B. What they say, pull your skirt down, man. Right. Niggas ain't talking about that, man. Y'all niggas got a dress on, dog. And y'all niggas want to talk about y'all niggas like, boy, you look like Power Rangers. Nigga, shut your butt up, man.
Right.
Shut your butt up. Because you already know when you go to prison, you gonna put on a dress, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I found Islam the truth. Man, come on, dog. For real, our people just run into everything but the Most High, man. But you know what I'm saying? But we rest, but how we don't give up on that, because Israel is very grievous. They're very discouraged.
Right.
They're very discouraging, man. They're like, man, these folks don't want to hear it. These folks is going to everything but the Most High. You know what I mean? I give up. I throw my hands up on it. But the prophecies in the Bible, that's how we get our rest. Because we got the cheat sheet on it. We know the beginning from the end. We already know time's supposed to be like this. We already know an Israelite gonna go to everything but the Most High, but a remnant of the people. You know what I'm saying? We already know it's gonna be on that wood and that stone. We already know that when they already knew who the Most High was, them folks still going to the back and erecting a golden calf and praising that. What's wrong with these niggas? And y'all heard the Most High voice? And y'all still doing that? You know what I mean? Israel is shout out for real, man. They shout out, man, for real. So you know what I mean? That's how we don't get discouraged. We see all the homosexuality going on. You know what I mean? It's very few women. If you got a real right now and she ain't never doggone been with a woman before, that's damn near becoming rare these days. You know what I mean? That's becoming crazy rare because Romans 1:25 through 26 coming alive. It's coming alive. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's how we ain't going crazy. Because sometimes you'll go crazy with madness if the Most High ain't with you. Seeing how times are being in this world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You just lose it. But nah, we already know this stuff gotta play out, man. It's playing out how it's supposed to play out. Exactly like the Most High said. You got, you know what I mean? When we look at the Bible, like we're looking at our watch. Like, yup, this is supposed to happen around this time. I ain't even worried about it. We already know it's gonna be modern day. You're getting the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Hey, the Most High said it's gonna be like that. Imagine if he didn't say it like this, man. Like we'll just be discouraged. But no, we don't get discouraged on that, man.
Right.
Pick me up and jump. But you got that for me, young man, Charles. All right, go ahead and bring it out for me. 16 through 19.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 16 through 19. Ye have not chosen me.
Hold on. Pause right there. Let's let the Most High say, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of brothers, when they come into the truth, don't never give credit to yourself, brother or sister. Yeah. I was doing this. That's why the Most High chose me. I've been caught up in that too. Yeah, I was doing this back in the day. You know what I mean? I see why the Most High chose me. Nah, bro. Nah, sis. The Most High, hey, nah, you didn't choose them. Nah, you didn't choose them now. Let's get that clarified today. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, and you will find out why the Most High chose you. He's dealing with you. You just need to be thankful and be humble with it because that can all be taken away in one day, man. And like he never knew you. Go ahead. Oh, start it over again and go ahead and continue reading.
Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Ordained.
All right, yeah. Stop right there, right real quick, because the Most High, he said, you ain't chose me, I chose you. He chose you. Nah, nigga, you ain't chose me, I chose you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I threw some grace, I threw some blessings your way. You know what I mean? I chose one out of city, I chose two out of family, man. And it just so happened to be you. You know what I mean? But if he wanted, but please believe me, if he wanted you to be deaf, dumb, and blind and to know nothing for the rest of your life, it will be just that. It will be just that, real easy, real quick. So don't never get puffed up, man. That's why we have compassion on our brothers in the world. That's why we ain't hollering about no 2/3. 2/3 of y'all niggas gonna be cut. Now we know 2/3 of Israel definitely gonna be cut off. But as far as trying to put yourself in the 1/3 and be puffed up and acting like you better than somebody else, nah, we don't get into that type of spirit, man. Because we already know any day, any time, the Most High can take that spirit away from us, man. He could have never chose us any day. You know what I mean? He chose us. Keep on, continue reading.
But I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit.
Bring forth what?
And bring forth fruit.
Right, bring forth some words.
And bring forth fruit.
Bring forth a good speech.
And bring forth fruit.
Right, the Most High wants you, you know what I'm saying? Like he chosen you, so you need to be producing. When you get hired on the job, you know what I mean? You may have the best suit in there. You may have had the best suit and tie. You come early and everything. You know what I mean? But somebody that may not come early, they may be a little late. They may be dressed in a little old suits, may not even have a suit on, appropriate. But them people be producing. That job is only concerned with people who produce. You know what I'm saying? When you produce on your job, that's how you rise above. And that's what that fruit is. When you producing that fruit, not a whole bunch of lip service, you know what I mean? Not going and breaking down everything, the scriptures to your family all day, every day, which is good because you need to do that. But that's why when you come into the school, you can't say nothing until you pass the officer test. When you're a prospect, when you're a teacher, when you're a trooper, you ain't supposed to be teaching nothing. I mean, of course, you let your kids and your ribs, you let them know, you get them on the right path or whatever. But as far as you going hard on everybody else, hey, yo, chill out, because you need to be shutting your mouth and just getting the knowledge so you can produce proper fruit in Israel. You know what I mean? So you can get that seed and grow up and then produce fruit. That's a process. It's not overnight. It's not even a year. Keep on going.
And that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
Right. Whatever you ask them, that's real faith, man. You know what I mean? But somebody said something? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So and that shows you the process of things. Once you start producing that fruit, once you start showing that fruit, okay, we see it on the brother now. The brother's thriving in the school. The brother's thriving in the truth. You know what I mean? He bringing people into the flock. You know what I mean? He's really a part of this body. You know what I mean? He might as well be a hand on the body. You know what I'm saying? Now when you ask the Most High, you know what I mean? He's gonna provide. He's gonna give it to you, man. He definitely gonna give it to you. Keep on going. Makalak. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, keep on going. Shalom, Lord Christ, sir.
Verse 17. These things I command you, love one another.
Right. All right. Yeah. Pause right there. Don't let that. Don't get into a Christianity spirit on that. That we may love one each other. You know what I mean? Because they'll teach you that's for the whole world, man. That's what you love your brother. You love your sister. Out of these 12 tribes of Israel, man. Ain't nothing but 12 gates. And to get into heaven. It ain't another room for them heathens, man. So when he talk about that we love one another, it ain't talking about a heathen. So don't never get that misunderstood. You know what I mean? Your love, your service, your efforts only has to go to the 12 to the lost sheep of Israel, man. Keep on going.
Verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hates me before it hates you.
Right. I mean, how many of y'all know how heavy that is right there? Can read that one more time, man, because that thing right there so serious. That scripture right there so serious. I don't know what to tell you. Keep read that one more time now.
Verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hates me before it hates you.
Right. You know what I mean? As you might have read it in Christianity, but you wouldn't know what that means. You know, when you was in the church, you ain't know what that means. For real. People think, you know what I mean, as a child like mine, you think it's cool, but when you grow up, you will find out to be hated in the world. If the world hates you, that's not a comfortable thing. You know what I mean? Gashan, is that a comfortable thing to be hated amongst your family, be hated amongst your community? You know what I'm saying? For standing on the Most High, is that a comfortable thing at all? Right. That's not a comfortable thing. Yeah, it sounds good when you're a child. It sound, oh yeah. If they hate Yahanna, they gonna hate me too. Man, these folks, everybody that's wearing a WWJD necklace or bracelet, don't nobody hate them folks. You know what I'm saying? Them folks with everything America gotta say. They with voting, they with everything. And you know what I mean? Who hates you, Negro? Don't nobody hate you. Right. You know what I'm saying? For real, that's what you just say in the streets. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know you're really doing something with somebody. You got haters. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't got no real motion. Yeah, y'all done heard that. Y'all heard that. Like, for real, you really ain't got no real motion out here. You ain't really doing nothing out here in the streets or whatever, or in your society, your community, unless you got haters. Because really, when you're doing something, you got really status, and that's when people hate you. When you playing it all safe, you know what I mean? You loving everybody, you know what I mean? You ain't offending nobody, and everybody love you. How can you have haters? You ain't got no haters. But when you got haters, man, you already know you're doing something. But that's what Christ's saying, man. He's saying that the world hated him first. He had to go through that first. So for sure, the world gonna hate you. And for sure, the world hates the ISUPK.
Right.
Just as for sure, we on the what is that name? The Southern Poly something hate group list.
I know you're talking about Southern Poverty.
So yeah, Southern Poverty hate group. Yeah, we on a black hate terrorist group list. You know what I'm saying? Our own people come against us, man. You know what I'm saying? People look at us crazy all the time. You know what I mean? If y'all just change
Top 3.
What is that?
Top 3.
Oh yeah, we're the top 3. You already know. And we consider it an honor. Even though we need to be off that list because we ain't never hurt nobody, we ain't hang nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them folks, them Bastion, Emmett Till head. You know what I mean? And then we on there with those folks, the KKK, well, not even the KKK, the white man, the Caucasian man. You know what I'm saying? They on there, they done bashed his head in the air by the whole Chicago, like the whole Mississippi Sea. And we in 2022, they still got articles and they still releasing this boy picture. Emmett Till, his head looking like bashed in like a pancake. I ain't being crazy. I'm not mocking him. I'm not mocking the brother. You know what I'm saying? And that white and that Caucasian woman that we're talking about, oh, he whistled at me. She's still living, man. She your grandmama age, man. She's still living, man. You know what I'm saying? She's still living, man. That's what our people had to go through, man. For real. That's when the world really hated you. That's that real hate. We on the same hate group list with those type of individuals. The I.S.U.P.K. We never bashed nobody head in. We never lynched nobody from a tree. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never spit on no Caucasian, nothing. But what we do is we spit this Bible. We spit that truth. You know what I mean? And we already know what the Bible says. It cut like a two-edged sword. Right. It's cutting America. It's cutting them heathens. It's cutting the Arab. It's cutting all religions or whatever. So we got to get these niggas on this list. You know what I'm saying? That's why we on this list. And that's what Christ say. You know what I mean? That they hated him first. For sure, they gonna hate you. Okay, check. We doing the right thing. Look like we on the right. We on the right curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Keep on reading.
Verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Right, exactly. Let's put the magnifying glass on Atlanta. Man, we in Atlanta, but we ain't of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We know everything going on here in Atlanta. Everything up under the sun, man. They ain't got the Sodom and Gomorrah quite yet because I be reading about Sodom and Gomorrah and them folks was got named mobs of men raping men. Lord have mercy. I don't even want to, you know what I mean? Right. I hope we don't even get to that. You know what I'm saying? It was Job them had to go through. That's crazy. But for sure, Atlanta, you know what I mean? Atlanta does not match up with what the I.S.U.P.K. pushing. But we pushing the Lord agenda, man. For sure they hate us, man. And one thing I noticed is that we bring up all that truth down there at 5 points underground, and our people do come up against us. But what them Caucasians, what them heathens hate the most, what I found out is they hate that abortion sign, man. They hate that abortion sign. When we bring out that abortion, them folks, that's when they ready to do something in. They ready to throw something on us. They ready to spit at us. They ready to do something on, you know what I mean? Most High Christ, we on Shamar, like we on security hit. You know what I mean? Well, that sign, that's the only sign I ever seen kicked down before. them Africans, the fake Christ, and everything. I ain't never seen that kick down. But that doggone abortion, that thing, them Edomites come through and kick that down and run off. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean, we got something for everybody, for everybody that's ungodly to hate, man. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So coming to the truth, it can't be no popularity contest. It can't be no popularity contest with you. Yeah, you had that zeal at first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know you God's chosen people. You know what I mean? You regenerated back into the earth. You match up with the people in the Bible. You can relate to that. But when you start being hating amongst other people, will you be able to take it? Yeah, because we hear what your mouth say. But when your mom and daddy kick you out the house, or sometimes when you even have a real, and you pushing the most high agenda, and you stay with her, or you stand with anybody else, and they say, nigga, get out my house right now. If you don't stop talking about Yahweh and the Most High, get out. You gotta get your stuff and leave out now. You might not only got enough money to get an Uber. That's when that's when you're gonna feel it. And you gotta go through something, man. You gotta go through something coming into this truth.
Right.
For sure. For sure, you gotta go through something, man. Don't never think you don't have to go through anything, man. You know what I mean? Let's get a precept on that. Pick me up at Second Esdras 16, verse 73 through 76. Real, because that's how you choose your friends. If you're a wise man, that's how you choose your friends. That's how you choose your real. You know what I mean? Because you got to try them. You know what I mean? You got money sitting around, and you got to. That's supposed to be your brother. That's supposed to be your partner. You know what I mean? If the money don't come up missing over and over and over again, he ain't never stole nothing from you. You know, this a real brother. He messed with me for real. You know what I mean? I can trust his brother. The trust got to be built, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we hear what your mouth say. And you're real. Yeah. I ain't, you know, you're real coming in. I ain't never cheated on none of my boyfriend. I ain't never cheated in my life. This and that, whatever. I'm a homebody or whatever. Yeah, I hear what your mouth saying, but what it's gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Especially in this city, man. This is a party city. It's a turn up city. You know what I mean? Every sexual desire somebody got, they got it right here in this city, man. You know what I mean? I be seeing online on YouTube and everything. It's so hard to date in Atlanta. It's hard to date in Atlanta. But all you gotta do, you gotta send them through that test. You gotta send that rib. You gotta send your rib through that test, man. You gotta send your friends through that test to see if they worthy of being with you or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna find out. You can't go out what they say or how they look or whatnot or how they make you feel. You got that for me? Yeah, go to 73 through 76.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 73. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Hold on, pause right there. Pause right there. Then shall they be known. For real. Because that stuff gotta manifest and take a little time for the people to know that you was chosen. What you think the people that were living on Noah time? The Noah time, Noah preaching about it's gonna flood, it's gonna flood, it's gonna flood. But over time, you know what I mean, when it did flood, that's when it was too late. You know what I mean? Then they know it was chosen. Keep on going.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
We should, oh man, hey man, you gotta go through a process just like that jury. You making that jury, you know what I mean? You picking, you going out gold, you going out hunting for gold. What they call that? When you're looking for gold or whatever, y'all know what I mean. When you going out looking for gold, that nugget that you get, you know, it gotta look, it's dirtied up. It look like a rock, but you know it's real gold. But that thing gotta go through that water. It gotta go through that water. It gotta go through that fire. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna be looking beautiful. Then it's gonna be shining. The diamond gonna be all rough and scuffed up. They gotta go through that fire, man. But mostly we talking about precious metals. That gold gotta go through that fire. All right, keep on going.
Verse 74. Hear, O ye my saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
Right. The days of trouble are at hand, man. COVID-19 is the days of trouble. Monkeypox are days of trouble. Negroes getting their top blowed off 4 times a day, or maybe more than that in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Every time I look up, somebody getting their top popped off, man. And that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's on the east side, it's on the west side, it's on the north side, it's on the south side. Everywhere you go, the gas station up the street for me, 20 niggas done got shot. You know what I mean? These are days of trouble, for sure. For sure, you best believe it. Keep on going.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your God.
Right, don't be afraid, man. That's another thing about becoming the truth, man. You know what I mean? Like you got the knowledge, but once you start operating in the truth, you know what I mean? You won't have a spirit of fear. You know what I mean? Whether you live or you die, you ready to die. You know what I'm saying? You live and you die for something, man. I die for this. You know what I mean? I die for my kids. I die for my family. You know what I mean? With my mom and my daddy, whatever. But for this truth, for the Most High, I die for that too. I put my life on the line for that. You know what I mean? Don't doubt what the Most High done said, man. You know what I mean? You've been taught up real. You've been taught all this time. Now, don't think that day ain't gonna come when you got to put that to play. You got to put that stuff into action. Don't never think that they ain't gonna come. All this boot camp, all this training that the soldiers been doing. When you've been called to war and it's time to execute that, you should be expecting that, man. Cause they gonna come. Everybody, they gonna come, man. Keep on going.
Verse 76. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts.
And what?
Saith the Lord. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts.
Right. This how pause right there. Pause right there. This is Wednesday night live class, man. You know what I mean? That's showing you who the Most High is going to only be dealing with, who he's going to save to the end, who ain't going to have that spirit of fear. Those who keep the commandments, those who keep them precepts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't gotta be no sweet Christianity, boy. You know what I mean? When them niggas come out of prison, or when them boys done lived a real gangster life, a real hard life, and they go into Christianity, them boys get soft, man. Boys get real soft, man. They get real soft. They lose who they are. They lose their warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they're gonna lose it. That's why they ain't gonna think nothing. That's why ain't nobody gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying? But when the Most High dealing with you, when you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean? You listen to the commandments and his precepts. You know what I mean? What is fear? What is death? Keep on going.
Let not your sin weigh you down, and let not your iniquity lift up themselves.
Right. You get a grip on them sins, because you know we all dealing with something, man. And the truth, you know what I mean? Because some brothers and sisters, they come into the truth. You know what I mean? We learn about the Most High, and we learn about the commandments. But some brothers, you know what I mean? We weaker in other areas. Some brothers are more stronger in other areas. Some brothers are weaker in other areas. You know what I mean? Some brothers and sisters coming into the truth. The dietary law, no shrimp, crab, lobster, no pork, no problem. We got it. But you can't go to no strip club no more. You can't bust a threesome down with your real, or with a whore. You can't bust a whore down. That may be way more harder than eating shrimp, crab, and lobster than somebody else. But somebody else, that may be easy. Hey, I can't go to the strip club. I can't bust a threesome down with my rib, or with whatever little whore on the streets. But that shrimp, crab, and lobster, that juicy crab, I don't know if I can do it. I done seen it. These folks ready to doggone turn against the Most High over a pork chop. You know what I'm saying? Real. Because that's all they know. That's all they know, man. But so that's why we help each other out, because you know what I mean. Because to where another brother weak at, you strong at. Where another brother strong at, he may be weak at. You know what I mean? So that process is not an overnight process at all. It's not an overnight process at all. That's why I wanted to get on the Nia Long situation. What's her man name? I can't pronounce it. He like an African name or something. The head coach for the Boston Celtics. What his name? I don't want to be mispronounce. Deshaun, you know his name? Charles, you know his name?
I'm looking it up now.
Right, Ama Ubaka or something like that. Right, you know what I mean? That's one of the biggest things going on right now. You know what I mean? When I first seen that story, I didn't know the whole details of it. Yeah, he with Nia Long or whatever, and that's his real. But he the Boston Celtics head coach. He helped them get to the finals last year. They lost, but he you know he a little piped up out here or whatnot. I heard that he was messing with a female within the Boston Celtics organization. You know how it is. That's your slavery. That's your slavery or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You thriving. You're achieving goals. You know what I'm saying? You moving up in rank. You're accomplishing things. Well, you know, because females love status. They love status now. We all know that. They love status, especially the head coach of Boston or whatnot. So, you know, quite naturally, you know what I mean? A female gonna go out there, go see what you're talking about. Go dig what you saying. Gonna dig what you laying, whatever. That happened. I was like, okay, the brother got him a second reel, but I found out later that the sister is a married woman. You know what I mean? And how they find out about this whole, you got his name, young man Charles. What's his name?
You said it right. I think it's Ivy or Imi Ubaka.
Yeah,
I-M-E.
Right.
You
I made you doctor. You doctor. I don't know if he ham or whatnot. He looked like a brother, but you never know. But when I first heard the story, I was like, hey, the brothers got a second rib or whatnot. But when I found out, and I think Matt Barnes made the same mistake too, because he was like, those things happen in the NBA all the time. But when I found out is that how they uncovered that that they had an affair going on is from the Ring camera. You know, the Ring camera that everybody got, a lot of people got. He found out that they were creeping around from her conversations on the Ring camera, walking in the front door. That girl got a husband at home. You know what I'm saying? They found out he complained. It's how the whole thing blew up. So I wasn't on the brother's side then. We ain't on the brother's side then. Now, no, you adulterous. You're adulterous man. You an adulterer. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? Shalom Christ, sister. Say your name one more time. Okay, nice. All right, I got you down. I'll put you down. Go ahead. Oh, Shalom Christ. Put you down also. So, okay. All right, yeah, we talked about this I.S.U.P.K situation. You know what I mean? With he's Nia Long's man, Boston Celtics head coach. He got caught up and he was suspended for a whole year. When I first heard about it, what I was explaining earlier, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, yeah, the brother just, he got him a second rib or whatever. But the brother in an adulterous situation. The brother in an adulterous situation or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we don't stand with that brother. Just like Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes was like, oh man, this type of thing happen all the time. That's an unfair situation. When Matt Barnes found out that brother, that sister had a man, and then the husband ended up finding out, he fell back from the situation too. Because as a man, we know what I mean, even as a woman, we can all relate to that. We can all relate to that. Now we can't stand with you on that now. You know what I'm saying? But that's where that discipline got to come in. That discipline got to come in on that. Bear me one moment. Go ahead.
I think the brother might be Ham. It says that his father was of Nigerian descent, and he even played for the Nigerian national team for basketball.
Oh, really? Right. So yeah, all right. So the brother Ham. So you're gonna use this heathen as an example. You know what I'm saying? An example for knee along or whatnot. But you know, this could happen to any of us. You know what I mean? We know, because of course adultery is a very easy 11-on-1, one-on-one situation that we already know. Thou shalt not commit adultery. My brother got a rib, you don't mess with the rib. But you know what I mean, we in the truth. We, you know what I mean, we officers in the school or whatnot. You know what I mean? We say these things with our mouth, but when you get, but when the scripture we just read before the Most High, he got to try you in that fire, know what you're working with. We get in these jobs, we get around some of these women, and sometimes, you know what I mean, you'll get around a woman that you are 100% attracted to. She talking right. She see you come into workplace. She start putting up a little bit more makeup, spraying a little bit more perfume, dressing, start to find out the things you like, and start implementing these things. And y'all start talking a little bit. You know what I mean? You try to keep it godly. You try to keep it in the truth. But these sisters start telling you about the problems in her relationship. You know what I mean? He ain't doing this right. He ain't doing that right. And she getting used to the, you know what I mean? He barely want to touch her. He barely want to touch me. You know what I mean? He only touched me one time a month, and that's out of obligation. And you be looking like, dang, this you a whole down. You a whole down piece. That's all he doing, touching you one time a month. You know what I mean? Y'all spend long hours together. You know what I mean? That's what you need to realize is that's what the Most High, he's trying you on that situation. He gotta know what you're working with. All that mouth service, that's not good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That sister that's working right beside you every day, that you seeing every day. All that work husband, my work wife stuff, all that stuff that stuff is adultery, man.
And if I could,
go ahead, Slocky, sir.
That same woman, brothers be thinking that she feeling him. Well, really, that whole process is her trying to make the excuse in her mind that she can get away with that horn. She'll hold with anybody. But see, because she know it's wrong, she know it's a creep, and she know it's scandalous, so to speak. She play it out on the job and see who go for the bait. So that woman that says you thinking you special because she coming at you, well, really should do that for anybody at the job. Any fool willing to listen.
Exactly. Any fool status that's real heavy right there, because a lot of that's what a man gonna think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, I knew I was the man. I knew I had it going on. You know what I mean? I knew these women couldn't resist me. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? So you know, hey, I can't resist the temptation. You know what I mean? She got a, you know what I mean, one for them ring cameras or whatever. Who knows how long that stuff would have been going on?
Right.
Who knows how long that stuff would have been going on? And that's what the Most High want to see. He want to see you. He want to see you with a woman at your job, at your slavery, or what that you in close quarters with, or whatever. You know, it could be a lot of different scenarios. He want to see you put, because you know, you already know you in the I.S.U.P.K. You in the truth for real. You already know that's one-on-one. You're gonna be don't sleep with another man's wife. Don't sleep with your brother's wife. Yeah, we hear what you saying. Yeah, we hear what you saying. But what you gonna do when she try to put that thing on? What you gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna fall weak like a male, or you gonna stand like a man in the truth and turn her down? You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. When you turn them type of women down, you think they're gonna say, okay, you don't want to mess with me. I understand. They gonna be like, what you don't like women or something? You gay or something? Ain't no man never turned this down right here, right here. You know what I mean? That's a true story. That's some true stories right there, man. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's why brothers can be. That's why siblings can mess with another sibling wife because that woman come in and put, you know what I mean, and putting it on that brother. And all our brothers say, hey, I'm a man. What I'm supposed to do? I'm a man. What I'm supposed to do? But no, that's how the niggas in the world is. You in the truth. That's all that lip service. You know what I mean? You supposed to be tried in the fire. You supposed to be already know to turn that down. You ain't sweat no blood yet like your house shot. You know what I'm saying? You haven't went through all. You know you ain't really went through anything. So that's why I wanted to bring up that situation because the brother got caught up, and look what it's costing. A year suspension. I'm surprised it ain't cost him his job. By the time he come back, he got to build a chemistry with the team. Everything is out there in the open. You fraternizing on the job or whatnot. We know that happens every day in America, every day in the world or whatnot. But you actually gotta care if that woman has a man. Whether they consider that a so-called marriage or they together. But we don't want to hear all that slick stuff. Oh yeah. That they together, but they just boyfriend and girlfriend. Now the Most High don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? We already know once a woman sleep with a man, her DNA is in that that man's DNA is on her for the next 10 years. So you got a new reel right now. Yeah, hey man, hopefully it's a lawful situation, but it takes some time for another man DNA or whoever DNA to get off that woman. You know what I'm saying? It take a process. It definitely take a big process. With that, pick me up at Ecclesiasticus 2:1. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. And let me know when you got it. Because I can't ride with that brother on an adultery situation right there. You know what I'm saying? But I see so many brothers that oh nah, I wouldn't mess with another man's wife. Oh nah, I don't break no happy homes. But once she's trying to put that thing on you, you fall weak. And the only thing you got to say is that hey, I'm a man, but you already know. But sometimes you don't get away with that. Sometimes you lose your life on that. You can take a sincere guy and his wife cheat on him with another man, and that you would turn that sincere guy to a killer. The spirit of a killer will come on that man, and you will get your head knocked off because he can't take that. He can't lay down with that every day. You know what I mean? He the one paying. He paying bills. He making kids with you. He making things happen or whatnot. You ain't just no fun girl. So when you cheat the system and lay down with another man, he can't lay down with it. You know what I mean? His life is over with. You know what I mean? Because adultery, you know what I mean, in the law, adultery, it ain't no forgiveness for that. It's really adultery is death. It's death on it. Thank God for Yahanna that we learn we can turn away from our ways. But whether you call it a boyfriend, a husband, or they just talking or whatever, believe me, a nigga will kill you by that woman, for real. Ask the brother in New Orleans. They already know it is around the world. Ask Trouble. Trouble, right here in Atlanta, whatever. Seen a little chick he been dealing with for a little minute. He went through her house, came, the man came through. We already know how the story go. We seen many brothers slaughtered over a woman. King Von, NBA Youngboy, and all that. All that goes back to a woman, man. You know what I mean? All the rap beefs. If you go to the very core though, where those things started from, it all started from a woman, man. You know why? Because this Bible, you know what I mean? These words cannot come back void. They ain't coming back void at all, man. Most I say that you commit adultery is death. It's happening just as much. It happened back in Moses on up, it's happening in 2022 also. Real. So you should never be comfortable. You should be trembling, and if you hit another man's wife, you should be trembling in your boots. You know what I'm saying? No matter if he a nerd, you gonna turn that nerd into a whole stepper out here, man.
Right.
Real. You keep on playing with it. He gonna show you what he about. You know what I'm saying? You gonna turn into a real stalker. He gonna peep your schedule, and he gonna knock you out real clean, man. And he'll do it about his wife, man. It happened. That situation happened over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Because Israelites, especially tribe of Judah, we think it's bragging rights. I done hit your chick, man. I done hit your chick. We all think that's bragging rights, man. We can't stop.
It's like I said, I could, right? Even with situations like that, you know what I'm saying? Like brothers be like, oh, listen, bro, I can't do that. She messing with me because I'm real. No, she's not messing with you because you real. She messing with you because you ain't S like she ain't S. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You talking about you a player, you got game. That ain't no game. You doing something that everybody can do. You got game where you can get a woman that don't want nobody but you.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, that's real. That's real game. And that woman playing chess, you playing checkers. She see you got a little status or whatnot. What she gonna do? She gonna use that status to make that man jealous. You know what I'm saying? She ain't messing with you because you got all this status or whatnot. Oh yeah, because you the man and you know whatever. Yeah. Because you got a little status, she already know that's what's gonna make that man jealous. Right. And she'll sacrifice your life for that, man. Right. She'll definitely sacrifice your life for that. You know what I mean? There's plenty of scriptures on an adulterous woman. You know what I mean? And you gonna get caught up in that, and that woman gonna live. Sometimes not. Sometimes she don't live now. I ain't gonna say she always live. But we already know, just like in the trouble situation, 2 men lost their life. John Michael, the killer, he probably gonna spend the next 25 with an L in prison. Trouble lost his life. Rissa, the woman, she goes on to she monkey branching to the next man. She on to the next one, man. And this is how that story go. You think she worried about you in jail? I mean, even if she do write you a little bit, answer your phone call, she's still bopping and doing her thing. How she gonna do her thing, man? You know what I mean?
Sir.
Go ahead.
And this is the crazy part about it. You think that now she's just gonna be righteous and all this and that? You think she's not gonna be doing the same, be in the same situation? No, she in the same situation right now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she is because she's not in here.
Right, exactly. You think the girl in the trouble situation? It's been what 3 months now? 3-4 months. So you mean you mean to tell me another rod ain't been ran up in her right now? I doubt it. I highly doubt that, man. Really, don't fool yourself. You know what I mean? What they say, don't trick yourself off the streets, man.
Right.
You got, you know what I mean? This truth got to really work in you. You know what I'm saying? Don't even get involved in that situation, and you got to ask these sisters for real.
Like if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
What you said is brotherhood 1-on-1. What both of y'all saying, because if you think about it, what you say, just simply asking her if she got a man.
Cool. Right.
And then when you realize that she got a man, doing your investigation, doing your due diligence, being a brother to that brother by walking away from that situation.
Right.
Because like you say, all that transpired into a brother losing his life, and this woman for sure on another rod. Probably was on another rod that same night, the next night.
Right.
Next night. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry for what happened. You know what I mean? I'm so sad. Come console me. You think a nigga ain't gonna goddamn run to that? I seen her. You know what I mean? She got options, but so you gotta it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take a little bit more effort, just learning and just knowing the truth. It's gonna take, you know what I mean? The Most High wanna try you in that fire, man. You know what I mean? He wanna see you with that woman that you oh, this is my type right here. I like her. But he wanna see you like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to that brother. I don't even know that brother. I don't even have no connection to that brother. He ain't in my clique. He ain't from where I'm from. I don't even know that bro. I don't even know that dude. But he wanna see you like, no, I'm not gonna do him like that. Or I ain't gonna do that. Like, even if it's a heathen, even if she married to a heathen. But we already know some of these Israelite groups, they'll tell you, hey, if she married to a heathen, hey man, it's game, it's open season. But you're gonna get your head knocked off the same way. You think you already know Esau gonna do it to you. We already know Ishmael is a wild man. He'll blow the whole house up and himself too. You know what I mean? How many more murder suicides that we gotta go through to see that you gotta you gotta stop you really gotta put some real thought on what you're doing, man. You know what I mean? You got to put some real thought on what you're doing, man, because a man gonna kill by this woman. A man definitely gonna kill by this woman for real. You got that for me, young man Charles. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare that soul for what?
For temptation.
I don't think like for real, don't like that don't never need to go over nobody's head. You coming to the truth, you happy, you got the zeal or whatnot. Oh yeah, I know what tribe I'm from. You know what I mean? My family done disown me on the black sheep of my family and whatnot. But have you really prepared your soul for temptation? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because there's something out there for you that she like now. And go ahead, sir.
Hey, that's so real because you come to the truth. You put on that masculinity, you put on that war scarf with the boots, and all of a sudden, an old fling, old something from high school hit you up. Now
Right.
she married, but she all in your deal talking about, yeah, I see how I heard about the Israelite thing, and I've been wanting to see what was over there. Can you teach me? Can you know what I'm saying? Now she in the head rap. She, you know, listen to what you saying over the phone and all that. She talking like she down with it. Meanwhile, she got a whole nigga in the situation. And you ain't knowing nothing about it.
Right.
Because you ain't put no due diligence. You fresh to the truth. You just waiting to get off something. You've been digging, you've been in the dirt for a minute. So you thinking oh yeah, this is the most high.
Yeah.
Not even knowing that this broad just really gaming you. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to the Lord, the Satan tempting you with the illusion of a good thing. And so you end up sleeping with another man's woman. You ain't even know that.
Come, sir. And you won't even know your life in danger, man. You laying there in that bed, or don't think, because what brothers say, don't go to a female house. We ain't gonna go to no female house. Man, look, man, it's the age of information, age of technology. They are stalking for real. A man that love a woman, he gonna stalk that woman. He gonna put a tracker on the bottom of her car. You know what I mean? And he gonna wait for y'all to come out that car, out that house, and you ain't gonna know what hits you. Blah. Straight like that, man. For real, it gonna happen to you, man.
So like I said,
Go ahead.
Good, right? Not saying it's not trying to make it sound too extreme, but if that's that man's possession, then just like he keep up with his wallet, he keep up with his car keys, he keep up with his money, he keep up with his bank account. What's wrong with him keeping up with his woman? You know what I mean? And making sure she decent. Say for instance, if you go take that man's wallet, guess what? You gotta get that man his wallet back.
Right.
Guess what? When you take that man's woman, he probably don't want it back, but something gotta give. You know what I mean? So like.
Right. So, you know what I mean? It ain't time for all that, brother. You believe in everything she gotta say, and that's how you gonna get. That's how you gonna get caught up in. For real. All you hearing is that she don't love him. I don't know. You know, he immature. He this, he that. Oh yeah, you listening to all that? No. You need to let the truth. You need to let that law work. You know what I mean? You need to take a breather, get into the scripts, and get counsel. Because it's easier said. A lot of things are easier said than done. You know what I mean? A lot of things are easier said than done. You know what I mean? For real. Some brothers struggle with whoredom. Some brothers struggle with the dietary law. It's something that you're struggling with that's easier than another brother, and the Lord knows, and you're gonna get tried in that situation, man. For real. You need to do your investigation. You need to do your research. You know what I mean? Because when you come into this truth, the light gonna be on you. You're gonna be shining like a diamond, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna be improving your life. You know what I mean? You off drugs, you off and just hanging on the block every day. You know what I mean? Your mind is exercising, is working right. So it's gonna lead to you getting a better slaveries. It's gonna lead to you you know what I mean, being a free thinker of your own. And you know, and women will chase that. But you know, you can't be like, you know what I mean? Look what happened to King David. King David got puffed up. You know what I mean? One of the most important men in the Bible. King David got puffed up off that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The nation is almost built off King David. What happened? They had to go to Solomon because when David seen that woman, what's that woman name that he committed adultery with? I forgot her name. But we already know King David committed adultery, but he had to pay for that. Go ahead. Was that Bathsheba? Okay, let's say let's say what Bathsheba. Well, we already know David, because even David, a man of the Lord, said, you know what I mean, because the love for a woman, you know what I mean, because you know you gotta understand is once you go into a woman, she's submitting to you. And that's why when your woman sleep with another man, it can no longer be your woman no more. She already submitted herself to another man. You know what I mean? That woman submitted herself to David. He set her husband up to get killed in war. That man, he set that man on the front line. That man got killed in war. What the Most High do? He took his baby, man. He took his child. If y'all ever had a child, a little precious baby, y'all held in your arms, you couldn't even imagine that child dying and passing away. But it can happen by the sins of that father. It can definitely happen by the sins of that father, man. And the King David, the King of Israel, why we wear the shield, the shield of David. You know what I mean? We still talk about die or die. That David, all the way, you know, we wear his shield to this day. The Most High took his baby son, because of what he did, because of that adulterous situation. Don't think it can't happen to you.
Right.
Don't never think it can happen to you. That knowledge you got, oh yeah, that's cool. That's everything. David had the knowledge, but you gotta act this thing out. You know what I mean? Are you greater than David? Are you greater than Solomon? I don't know. Read that verse back over for me one more time.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, prepare your soul for temptation. You should be already looking for the hook. You should already be looking for it happen. Like, okay, I've been in the truth for this long, it ain't happened yet. That temptation coming because it's something out there you like, man. Really. You're real talking about busting a threesome or whatever. She talking about going to the strip club, whatever. It ain't gotta be done sexual. It could be dietary. It could be with drugs. It could be like you smell the smell of that you know what I mean? You smell of that loud in the air. You know what I mean? Everything. You know what I mean? You're gonna be tempted, and you ain't got no chance. You ain't even got it's getting real tight out here on the earth. Well, we already know with fentanyl coming in. You ain't even got a chance. You ain't even got one chance, man. Yeah, I just wanna try one ecstasy pill. I wanna try one Molly. I wanna try one Xanax. That is enough to get you killed, man. Really. Cause these folks, it's like people not even interested in just making money and having the customers come back like the original trap used to be. They killing the customers these days, man. I don't understand how fentanyl is jumping off how it's jumping off, man. I just don't understand. They bringing it over the border. They putting it into candy and everything. Fentanyl killed DMX. Killed Michael. What is the dude out the wire? Omar, whatever. You know what I mean? Omar the wire is killing everybody. This thing, I think COVID killed 1.5 million people. Fentanyl is on its way by the end of the year to kill 1.5 million people, man. Really?
They using fentanyl to kidnap these girls and put them in sex trafficking. Because apparently, if you touch it, you'll get real disoriented and sick. So they putting it on the doorknobs. and you got sex traffickers that's marking the vehicles, letting the other sex traffickers know that she's single, she's by herself, she's alone. And so they put the fentanyl on the door handle. So when a woman go to grab the door handle, she getting that fentanyl in her system and she getting sick and disoriented. Then a man come along acting like he trying to help and snatch her up.
Oh, that's the things that they would take the door, right? So it's like when you got like the towel or something on the door too sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's a cold and dirty game out here, man. And that fentanyl is being used as a tool, man. You know what I mean? No longer are they, you know what I mean? They playing on a different board these days. You know what I mean? It's no longer all about the money. They want your soul. They want your spirit, man. You know what I mean? So it ain't all that spirit. I'm going to college. I'm gonna experiment. Your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they doing this. I'm gonna experiment with them. You gonna die with them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna die with them because they got that fentanyl so heavy. It's knocking everything out, man. Everything in its path. You know what I mean? You won't have a chance to relapse and go into and try a Xanax. Go back. It used to be a Xan head. You don't have the time to relapse and go back and mess with a one Xan, the one mess with the Molly, mess with the coke or whatever. Because you already know, people that been on drugs or whatnot, they relapse sometimes. And let me push our boys brothers down on something also. You already know they putting it on the weed. And some brothers in California, I just found out that they died off fentanyl off weed. You don't even got, like, for real, the law and the judgments of the law, they get so tight. You only got a time to just follow the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you get tried in that fire, man, hopefully you make it out. Hopefully you can make it out, man. And we're gonna end with this scripture right here. Pick me up at Matthew 7:21. Yeah, because that fentanyl real scary, man. Hey, Halloween. I'm gonna just let my kids do Halloween one time, or I'm gonna let them go to the Hallelujah Fest. We don't do trick or treating, but we let them go to the Hallelujah Fest at the church. Man, they got the fentanyl laced with the Skittles laced with fentanyl now. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the elementary schools, it's in the middle schools and the high schools. You know what I'm saying? In my day, I did hear a little something about, I'm an 80s baby. In my day, I did hear a little something about they were lacing the LSD with the candy when you trick or treated back in the day. But now I hear them people hitting that thing with the fentanyl. What you think gonna happen when a child takes that fentanyl? That child gonna die, man. You know what I'm saying? That child gonna die. It's gonna never be the same. That thing is too tight. Go ahead, pick that. You got that for me? All right, go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Go ahead. Next one. 22.
Verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wondrous works.
Right. That sounds like somebody in the truth. Lord, have we not prophesied? Man, I did not prophesy in your name. Did I cast out devils in your name or whatnot? You know what I mean? But what verse 23 say?
Verse 23. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
That's what you don't want to hear, man. I never knew you. I never knew you. All your works is burnt up and nothing, man. And that's what you know. It can happen to you. Because many are called, few are chosen. Keep that in mind. You know what I mean? When your zeal get to popping up, you find out you're Israelite, whatever. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool, whatever. But what's your fruit talking about? What's your fruit producing? You know what I mean? What the consistency is like. Time and day after day, time after time. You know what I'm saying? what is that gonna do? Is the Lord gonna say, I never knew you? Or is gonna say, good work, my son, my daughter? And that's the difference between knowing the truth and operating in the truth. And with that, I'm pass the class over to priest and prophet Makola.
I.S.U.P.K announcement, security announcement. We're the I.S.U.P.K, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Ma'ashra means tenth in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Day of Atonement, man, where we'll be fasting, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to send that fast up to the Most High. I believe that's October the 3rd or the 4th. We're going to solidify that date, but it's going to be like around October 3rd or the 4th. You can check out our page, ISUPK Atlanta. The date is definitely posted on there. Remind Akim and Akwati to check the bulletin board in the hallway, you know what I mean, for any updates or any events we got coming up. And anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. And make sure you Google the address every time you come into the school. Address is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia 30032. That help build the algorithm and also make help for people to find the school easy. And with that, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Many Israel, Amaya Shabbat, Amaya, Barak, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat.
and what we just said, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Amaya Batak, hands down, dismissed.